Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Alliance's 25th anniversary celebration live stream. I am so glad that you are here to celebrate with us today. To kick things off, please welcome Kim Newcomer.
We'll start at the beginning. The Alliance was founded on March 18, 1999 by more than 40 passionate volunteers.
These patients, survivors, and caregivers noticed a huge need for support in the CRC community, so they decided to be the difference.
After a few years, the Alliance developed into a paid staff of 10 who created our first helpline, buddy program, financial assistance program, and national conference.
These programs and more still continue today, with patients at the center of everything that we do. Learn more about our programs to advocate for prevention, magnify patient support, and accelerate research at colorectalcancer.org.
We've always liked to move, and exercise is good for not only prevention, but also survivorship. So in the early aughts, we started our own 5K, originally called the Undy 5000, and then it changed names to the Undy Walk Run.
But in 2019, we wanted to be clear about our goal, so we renamed it the Walk to End Colon Cancer. Now you can walk loud in 16 cities and growing.
In 2003, the Alliance created Scope It Out near headquarters in DC. Scope It Out is the largest community event against CRC.
This year's Scope It Out is on Sunday, March 24th, and coast-to-coast registration allows allies to participate from anywhere.
In 2006, stage 4 colorectal cancer survivor Anita Mitchell started Dress in Blue Day at her son's school. She partnered with the Alliance, and Dress in Blue Day went national.
In 2010, the Alliance was in trouble financially. A lot of nonprofits go through tough times, but a $6 million bequest by the late Carol Green let us continue our life savings work and fund assistance grants.
That same year, Michael Sapienza, his family, and friends started the Chris for Life Colon Cancer Foundation in honor and memory of his mother, Chris, who died from the disease at the age of 59.
In 2011, the Alliance established the Blue Hope Bash, the premier fundraising gala against colorectal cancer. It continues today and has expanded to several major cities thanks to our incredible volunteers and supporters.
In 2016, the Colon Cancer Alliance merged with Chris for Life, creating the nation's largest nonprofit dedicated to ending colorectal cancer.
1 year later, in 2017, the Colon Cancer Alliance changed its name to Colorectal Cancer Alliance to represent the whole community. Together, we are a nation of allies.
In 2019, the Alliance positioned its programs to screen, care, and cure to save 100,000 lives over 10 years, reach 750,000 patients and their families, and invest tens of millions in research.
In 2020, as the world faced COVID-19, we stood up the Care During COVID Fund to assist patients and caregivers during this crisis.
We also launched quiz.getscreened.org, our screening assessment and navigation tool that provides a screening recommendation based on a person's individual risk factors.
That's a lot of big words, but check out the screening quiz yourself and share it with the people who might need to get checked. That's quiz.getscreened.org.
In 2021, the recommended age to begin screening was reduced from 50 to 45 to reflect the changing face of this disease. Our collaborations and initiatives to highlight screening, including Cycles of Impact, Go to Know, 45 Plus Reasons, and the wide-reaching Lead from Behind awareness campaign, have tallied billions of impressions since.
The Alliance was busy in 2023 too. We launched BlueHQ.org, the Alliance's patient support hub. We secured a $5 million gift to seed our health equity efforts.
And we launched Project Cure CRC, with a goal of funding tens of millions of dollars in urgent research in 2024. In addition to the more than $5 million we have already invested through the years. This is a historical milestone, not just for the Alliance, but for the entire CRC community.
And that brings us to today, and the Alliance's 25th year of impact. It's an observance made possible by our nation of allies, including supporters, donors, partners, advocates, volunteers, advisors, board, and each and every single staff member present, and past.
So, what will the next 25 years bring? For more on that, here is the Colorectal Cancer Alliance CEO, Michael Sapienza.
Welcome, everybody. Happy 25th anniversary to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, to our staff, to our board, to all of our donors, and actually most importantly to all of our volunteers for over the last 25 years, all the impact every single one of you have had. If you think back, for me, I think about when my mom unfortunately passed away on Mother's Day in 2009, and here are the things that did not or had not happened then. Number one, we had not launched Leave From Behind with Dak Prescott or Ryan Reynolds. Celebrities weren't talking about colon cancer, right? We didn't see that almost 70% of our country was actually getting screened for the disease, and there wasn't awareness for it. Two, we weren't helping tens of thousands of patients a month and supporting them at the Alliance. And lastly, we hadn't put forward Project Cure CRC to fund $100 million in cutting edge research, right? So we have to celebrate those incredible milestones that have happened over the last 25 years. But again, we have to truly, though, still understand it's the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in this country, and we have so much more work to do. And let me tell you, when we're here celebrating 50, you better believe we better be celebrating a cure. So again, I just want to say thank you to everybody. If you want to get involved this week, we do have on Sunday Scope It Out. If you live in Washington, D.C., you can come in person or you can participate online, coast to coast, help support the Colorectal Cancer Alliance and all the incredible things we do. But here, cheers to 25 years. Thank you, everybody, especially all of our volunteers.
You go about your day, you go about your life, and then you find out that you have colorectal cancer and your world changes. That is when someone can turn to the Alliance. The Alliance is patient focus, it's survivor focus, it is family and friends that were impacted by the disease focus, right? And it's also creating many strategies to end this disease in our lifetime. From a perspective of a caregiver, when my mother was ill and also now working for the Alliance, it's a disease where I don't think people understand how severe it can be and how many people it affects. When a patient receives their diagnosis, the Alliance is the light that they can turn to.
Having a support network is immensely important and just vital to every aspect. When my husband Rich was diagnosed with colon cancer at the age of 30, it was one of the darkest days of our lives. And it was hard to find anybody else who understood. When we turned to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, they said, we understand and we're here when we were going through treatments, when we were going through everything that was involved. And they were there every step of the way. After he passed away, staying involved was something that I couldn't imagine not doing. It gives me purpose. It gives me a way to feel like I can give back for all that they gave to me and to Rich and to my boys. This community lets me be with those people who believe the cure is there, who believe that the future is bright.
Each trail is unique in life. A lot of it has to deal with what your perspective is when you're on the journey. So for me, that trail is actually a metaphor for life. It's very personal for me. My journey with cancer started about 2017 when I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer. So I went for about 4 years with clean scans, and I checked in 2 years ago about the same time, and the scan revealed spots in my lungs. At this point, I'm now 2 years into my new life, living with cancer again, and there's been a lot of hope that I've encountered. So really that strength comes from my family, from my outdoor activity. It comes from the hope of being around people that have hope. And it comes from the community that we've got here. The Alliance has been fundamental in my personal journey. They're all in. They're authentic. They're active. And they're active, focused on the mission of trying to find that cure for cancer. Trying to find a light at the end of this very dark place at times. The journey with cancer takes me on a trail that I've never traversed before. I don't know what the summit's going to look like, but I'm committed to walking that trail every day. I get strength from the trail. Overall, my outlook on life it's filled with love, it's filled with joy, it's filled with a sense of opportunity, adventure, and exploration. I have hope in the future.